I have the pleasure of coming to you tonight and giving you all the good news. I'll give a quick little intro for those who aren't familiar, but the strategic plan reports are an opportunity to share the progress the city is making on our 2021 through 2026 strategic plan. City administration created an action plan that guides staff over the next 5 years, over the 5 years of the plan, in achieving the city's established goals and objectives. It is broken down into actionable items with a time frame for completion and identifies the departments responsible for ensuring their completion. Quarterly reports that have been delivered, I deliver the quarterly reports to give everyone at home and all of you an update on what we've been doing to help us reach these goals. So, as I'm sure you remember, when City Council passed the strategic plan, they also created a vision, a mission, and articulated our values. So that is part of the plan. I'll just quickly go through those for time. And then 6 goals were created, and within the 6 goals, there are objectives under each, and then action items under each of those. So it's a very firm roadmap on how we can achieve these goals. The report that you guys have has a little bit more information in it. For time's sake, I try to keep the presentation to some of the highlights. But what you're looking at is going to be what we've accomplished over the last 3 months, so January through March. Under our first goal, to deepen the sense of place and community identity, one of the objectives is to attract and retain a mixture of robust businesses into the city. In doing that, the Economic Development Department has been very busy. They finalized the Match on Main program grant application through the MEDC for businesses in the Corridor Improvement Authority, which will provide grants of up to $25,000. They've engaged both Southfield and Berkeley Chambers of Commerce and are working to join each chamber in fiscal year 24. The Economic Development Department has worked with the cities of Southfield and Lathrop Village to host training events and networking opportunities. In addition to that, the library provides space and marketing for Oakland County's Business Forward initiative that facilitates connections between businesses and business forward resources. Another objective under that goal is to improve the overall appearance of commercial corridors and industrial districts, and also another objective is to combat blight issues in residential neighborhoods. In doing so, our code enforcement division has issued 1,730 code enforcement notices for various properties. This is commercial and residential. They've performed 379 business license inspections. They also codified the vacant property registration ordinance and revised the shopping cart ordinance, which all of you approved. And in addition to that, they've performed 611 rental inspections over the last 3 months. Another objective is to celebrate Oak Park's diversity through events and programs that attract people throughout the region. Primarily, our recreation and our department and our library are always active in achieving this goal. So on the screen above is just a few of the events that have been hosted in the last 3 months. Another objective is to invest in public art experiences. So the city and the library released a request for proposals for a mural on the east-facing exterior wall of the library, and those proposals were due last Monday, and I'm happy to report that we received 29 of them. The commission met last week, and there are so many that we have to meet again. And so hopefully next month we'll be coming to this body with an approval of a mural. In addition to that, the library hosted another grab-and-go craft, this one in honor of Black History Month. And the Artist in Residence program hosted artist Barbara Jacobs' work, and we also hosted a artist reception for her in February. Another objective is to provide programming that responds to the needs of all demographics in the community, and also to foster social interaction and a sense of ownership at all of the city's public spaces. In achieving that objective, the library has been always busy. They offer free literacy-based events for 1 to 2-year-olds in partnership with the Great Start Collaborative Oakland. They're always hosting story time, which includes PJ story time, as well as toddler story time. They hosted a space and art event at Oak Park High School Planetarium. And recreation is also always busy. They introduced a mom-to-mom sale in March. They also introduced parent-taught playtime every Wednesday for kids 0 to 5. In addition to some of the regular classes that are always being hosted, like Bingo and Hustle, Scrabble Club, Seniors in Motion, you can follow their Facebook page, both the library and recreations pages, to always keep up to date on the activities that they're providing. The second goal is to foster an engaged, informed community. One of the objectives is to ensure effective, meaningful communication with the community and increase positive media coverage. Our communications department has been hard at work. We've added 52 new subscribers to our e-blasts, and we believe part of that is due to the now weekly Oak Park report, which was launched, and since then we've seen quite a bit of increase in those subscribers. We're continuing on our Elevate Oak Park communication campaign to keep residents informed on that progress. We're keeping up meaningful strategic communication among several platforms, including all of our Facebook pages, including our public safety Facebook page, the recreation Facebook page, Oak Park Library's Facebook page, the 9 Mile Facebook page, and now the Oak Park Corridor Improvement Authority Facebook page. Public safety engagement has included, their Facebook page is now up to 644 followers, and they've been pretty busy. They implemented a ride-along, which are pretty fun videos with the officers, which gives you a little bit of insight into what their day-to-day looks like. And they've been utilizing really fun ways to engage community members and share important information on that page. And next, our third goal is to cultivate organizational excellence. One of the objectives under this is to provide high quality, friendly, responsive customer service. Our biggest initiative, or one of our biggest initiatives under this, is our GovQA platform. Staff reported on 146 GovQA requests this last quarter, with an average time of 3.7 days for closeout. I'm just happy to say this graph is showing up this time, because the last 2 times it has not. But this gives us a breakdown of the number of requests, or really the percentage of requests of all that were submitted in the last 3 months. So obviously tree maintenance is a big one, potholes, public safety, code violations. And we utilize GovQA not just for communicating with residents, but also as a way to gain an understanding on what residents need more information on. So the communications director and the resident services coordinator are constantly working together to identify those needs, and right now they're establishing a communication strategy to educate residents on tree types and cutting seasons. The fourth goal is to provide efficient, resilient government. One of the objectives is to secure outside funding to help fund city projects and capital expenditures. To note, in the last 3 months, the Recreation Department has been really busy on acquiring sponsorships. They received $15,000 in direct sponsorship dollars for the farmers market and $10,000 for concerts in the park. They also received $15,000 for raised garden beds, which is a project that we'll see move forward. It's associated with the Farmers Market Power of Produce program. And then also, just behind the scenes, we've been submitting funding requests to our state and federal representatives for several city projects for fiscal year 2025. So cross your fingers, talk to your legislators. And then in addition to this, the library is also always busy at looking for outside funding. They were awarded the Michigan Humanities Grant, which is bringing the Black History 101 Mobile Museum to our Juneteenth celebration. And in addition to that, another objective is ensuring efficiency of elections. Our clerk's office and the communications department are working together on the implementation of a voter information campaign, utilizing the city magazine, utility billing mailers, and social media.